Good afternoon, everybody around the globe. I know we're going global every time, so do let us know your location because today, and my absolutely amazing and awesome, and by the way, regular by now guest, we are based in two different parts of the world. So, Dr. George Grant, who is actually also a professor. And by the way, I need to tell his title fully and properly. It is a Professor Dr. George Grant, PhD, and he will tell you all about that, who is also a scientist and also international best-selling celebrity author. He is also a Guinness record holder. By the way, he is also working with top athletes in US and Canada and also Caribbean. This top person today will tell us all about the importance of full body scan, something that all we sometimes forget. So, Dr. George Grant, I'm so happy to have you today in my studio today, and thank you so much for bringing more value, just like you did before, into the studio to our listeners and our viewers today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olga, for the invitation. Really appreciate that.
It's my pleasure. It's absolutely my pleasure. And I really wonder about your title because it says Professor Dr. George Grant, PhD. Could you tell us more? Why is it so complex and why actually we have so many titles in that? Because it sounds really cool. But what is it about?
Okay, before we start, Olga, just full disclaimer, since I worked for Health Canada and FDA and CDC, and this webinar is for education purpose only, not to diagnose, cure, or reverse any disease. It's only for education because I'm not a physician and I'm a scientist. I earned 3 doctorate degrees in my life, 3 masters and 3 bachelors. Now, they're going to see all my credentials on the website because I don't have time to talk about 45 plus years of experience. That's before you were born, Olga. So, so basically, we're going to be talking about biofeedback because I believe that our mission here is we care, we serve, we educate. We do not medicate, we do not operate, we do not irradiate, we do not vaccinate, we do not irritate. Why? Because we believe that prevention is better than intervention. We believe that self-care is better than crisis care. We believe that being proactive to help our clients is better than being reactive. So that way we can help our clients to reach their full potential as human being, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And the reason that I like to be called a Professor Dr. Grant is that we do not want to get confusion with any physicians out there who mainly prescribe, that's what they get trained in the medical school, medicines, this pill for every ill. Now, I do publish so many books with our fellow physicians, fellow scientists, and so on. So no axe to grind against any physician who do what they do best. And we, by the way, Olga, we need physicians for emergency medicine. But if you want to live longer, healthier, you do not want to depend on medications or depend on operations. We want to depend on self-care. We want to depend on having the healthy PMS. We call it PMS, nothing to do with women here. It's physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. It's all about complete wellness, complete balance. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So that's really the reason I do teach students all over the world online. I do actually teach physically for the world of Organization of Natural Medicine. And I used to be actually, teaching in the area of pharmacy, the area of toxicology, microbiology. I'm not going to get into my bio, but yes, I've done so many years of teaching. I've done so many years of learning. And just to let you know, Olga, I think I mentioned that story before. My mother at 42, she passed away from heart disease. She was taking lots of meds. She did not pass through the bypass, and she died when I was 18 years young. So here I am, young teenagers at 18, no mom. Dad also passed away at his young, late 50s, and then never see my grandparents. So that's what compelled me to find out what is it that I can do personally with these bad genes to help to live longer. And I'm sure I'm in my 70s. I feel in my 60s, and there's no disease, there's no diabetes, there's no heart problems, touch wood, and I feel very energetic and very healthy because of my lifestyle. So we're going to be talking about lifestyle medicine. We're going to talk about integrative medicine. We're going to be talking about functional medicine, the health of the gut. So we're going to talk about biofeedback, which is basically how we can determine the health of the body organs using this simple device called the AO. AO, it stands for alpha and omega. Mobile scan that I've done for Olga to show how healthy. She is extremely healthy, by the way. She looks very healthy, but inside, I looked actually from the inside in her body through frequency and through biofeedback to see how healthy she is. And that's what we're going to be talking about. She invited me to come back and talk about how we can determine the health of the person using this biofeedback device that through frequency, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we can detect and correct frequencies. This is how simple this is to identify the root cause. So we're not going to basically mask symptoms. We're not going to cover up symptoms. If you have headache, we're going to give you this medication. If you have high blood pressure, take this medication for the rest of your life. If you have diabetes, take this, metformin or all of the stuff that the doctors recommend. We tell you to watch your lifestyle, watch your diet, watch what you eat, what you do not eat, and what's eating you for stress. That's what I want to talk about in our today's session. I invite people to actually who are listening to us. I can see people from, oh my goodness, Khartoum, that's Sudan, and Tunisia, and London, England. There's people joining us from everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We can actually talk about how we can determine the exact state of your health. And Olga is going to put down my website, academyofwellness.com. So the first step is to go to Wellness IQ to see what you eat, what you don't eat, and what's eating you. So once you complete the 10 questions for the Wellness IQ, each question is worth 10 points. So you're going to get a score out of 100. I invite every one of you to go to academyofwellness.com, go to Wellness IQ, and then email me or text me or message me on Messenger your score. Okay? Now, can you believe out of my 10,000 clients in Canada, 10,000 clients overseas, I travel all over the globe, 85%, Olga, have less than 50%. Not everybody exceptional healthy like Olga, who scores very high. I think very close to 80%. And she's going to keep improving. She just does not look healthy. She's inside actually very healthy. And Olga, you're not taking any medications. You're not doing any of this stuff. So that's what the objective here. If your score is 50, don't panic. Mm-hmm. Don't get scared. And even if you take multiple medications right now, I can help you. We can help you to I don't want anybody to stop meds, please. That's not our mission here. Mm-hmm. I want to take your medications as recommended by your physician anywhere in the world. But I want you to watch your lifestyle, because as soon as you actually improve the score from 50, 60 to 70, 80, then your physician will cut you off the meds gradually. Okay? So that's the objective of this session here, is to educate. It is not to medicate or to give any prescription or diagnosis or anything like that. Okay? So that is the long answer, Olga, to why we do what we do. I hope I made it comprehensive and I made it crystal clear.
Definitely. And I really, really appreciate that. And by the way, what you're saying there, that it's important to look after your health and prevent health issues, is so spot on. It's like with the car. We take our cars for a regular service because we don't want, big damages to our engine. We change the oil on a regular basis because we don't want our engine to break into pieces, right? With the house, we drain the pipes on a regular basis. We do renovations. We have cleaners in the house. We do everything to our assets, which cost us money, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to something, what we got for free, which is our body, so many people neglect it. And the truth is, people always neglect what's given for free. And because our body was given to us for free, we don't even value that. But the truth is, car can go, house can go, everything will go from your life, but your body will always remain with you. Always remain with you. And that's what preventing issues, just like you are saying, preventing issues with the body is more important. And by the way, those people who right now are wondering, like, I can see Ahmad also joined us from Dubai. those people who are wondering right now, thinking, what is this little tool which these two are talking about? What exactly is biofeedback? I must say, I had exactly the same impression on my face when Dr. Grant was like, Olga, would you like to do your body scan? Because we did so many lives together. And after one of them, he offered me to do that. And I was like, I'm always up to trying something new, right? So I said, well, yeah. But inside of my head, I was thinking, that's not going to work. I'm all the way in UK, well, back then, and you're all the way in Canada. How are you going to do my body scan? How on earth will you be able to tell what is right, what is wrong? And I was blown away by the result. Dr. Grant, I was absolutely blown away to exact little details. Like right now, I have a little bit of coleslaw here, right? And I remember you asked me, do you have coleslaw on a regular basis? And I was like, how do you know? But it's because it's what you saw on your like in the results, right? And also you said about so many things which were so spot on. And of course, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Just like before this live, I admitted I'm going to bed a lot later right now. Well, because I'm in Lanzarote and it's sunny and it's beautiful here. And, when it's so warm, you do want to go for evening walk. You do want to enjoy the weather outside. So I went to bed at 1:30. So, of course, I struggled today to wake up at my usual time, 5 a.m., right? So nobody's perfect. I'm also not perfect, even though my score is very high. But this biofeedback was so strangely spot on. It was so spooky. It was so even scary, because you would think how a tool like a phone can be so spot on. So maybe we can actually give people a bit more
Okay, I love the analogy of we should do to our bodies that we do to our cars, because I always use this example. How often you do the oil change, how often you do the tune up for your car, because like in our lifetime, some people use about 5, 6, maybe 7 cars in our lifetime. Okay, but we only have one body to live in. So if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Like the car rust, the car gets older, and then we replace it, but then you cannot replace your body. You cannot go and get another transplant for another organ. But if you take care of your body, that's what I learned when I was 18 years young, from my mother, from my father, when they died early, and then I never see my grandparents, unfortunately. And I've learned that the medication they were taking and all of the surgery that they had, it did not save them. So I learned very early in my age that prevention is better than intervention. So when we have a device like by the way, this is not a cell phone, it's actually a biofeedback scan. So it does look like a cell phone, but it's actually called the AO mobile scan here. And it comes like almost like a cell phone like this. It used to be a big desktop computer. Huge. Now they make it so easy, you can actually put it in your pocket and travel with it. It's so easy. So that's the reason when we scan somebody, Olga, we can determine the root cause, which does confirm their answer to the wellness IQ. So I did confirm that you're so healthy because I looked at the wellness IQ. Your score is almost like an Olympic athlete. So it's like amazing, which is really great. So if everybody in the world becomes like you and my athletes and eat the right food, it's really simple stuff. Like we're talking about healthy food, healthy water we should drink every day to hydrate the body, healthy breathing, and then avoid the SAD diet. SAD, we call it Standard American Diet, which is a Frankenstein diet, which is made from bad ingredients and made from junk food, bad oils, and high fat and high saturated fat, high trans fats. All of the stuff that comes in boxes and cans and all of the stuff and processed food, we should at least minimize it, not to stay away from it 100%. So at least we should eat at least 8 or 9 vegetables per day, at least 2 or 3 fruits per day, whole grains, nuts, seeds, like healthy food. It's not that complicated to understand. When you go to the wellness IQ, you're going to get a score. And as I said, if you score 50 or 55 or 60, don't worry, we can increase that. And then once we actually do the scan with you, we can determine how we can improve that score by 10, 20, 30%. I do have 17,500 followers on LinkedIn. I've seen somebody from LinkedIn from Dubai. Ahmed, hello, welcome. Dubai is one country that I will be visiting soon as this COVID-19 is going to be over. I have many friends and many doctors and many clients actually in Dubai, which have never been there before. And I heard it's a beautiful country. We've seen people from London, England. We've seen people from Khartoum. We see people from Tunisia. Welcome. You know, I really wanted to travel. I do lots of travel right now globally, and not since February when this COVID-19 hit. I do not travel to the Caribbean. I don't travel to Europe. But hopefully this will be soon over, and then I resume my travel, and I'll come and visit each one of you personally in your home country to help you, to consult, with you, and to see what we can do here to prevent disease, to help you to live till age 120 and beyond. Okay. Okay, so if I see some people here sending me a message, hi, hello, Ahmed, hello from Dubai, beautiful country, beautiful people. And I see people from Khartoum, I see people from Tunisia, I see people from London, England, Tricia, Hamilton. I see people from all over the place here. This is wonderful. Olga, you have many friends all over the place. Oh my goodness.
I love that. Yes, I'm really pleased actually we will have your message, Dr. Grant, going around.
Yes. Yes, I invite your clients, Olga, from LinkedIn and Facebook and all of those social media to join me there. And then to learn about my daily posts. I love your daily posts, Olga, about motivations and your morning show, and I just love that. And I've seen here Ahmed is saying I have my daily exercise since many years ago that I got very good results for my body. I agree, Ahmed, with you, and it's amazing here because it's important to do the exercise. There is no substitute for exercise. There is no substitute for healthy eating habits. There is no substitute for drinking good, pure water per day, and it's amazing. And people saying that I come to be 59 years old. Ahmed, you're not old. I'm 70 years young. So 59, you're young still, Ahmed. You're in your half time. Because if we live to 120, you still have time here, Ahmed. So never say old. Okay, I actually written 20 books. One of them, How to Live Healthy to 101 and Beyond. And if any of your viewers here join me on LinkedIn or Facebook or email me or text me, I'll be more than happy to send you, like I did with you, Olga, a copy of my virtual copy, like a online copy of my book. Happy to do that so that way they can live longer, healthier, younger. We love to live younger and healthier, so to defy the aging process, because we're supposed to say, well, 75, we're supposed to die for men, or 78, and then women 80 years old or 82 years old. That's life insurance table. But we're going to defy that because I saw my mother dying in her early 40s. I saw my father dying in his late 50s, and I don't want to follow statistics. I want to follow the science called epigenetics, not genetics, because even if you have bad genes like me from parents and grandparents, you can use the science of epigenetics Olga, there's no sound. No sound.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but Ahmed cannot hear me, and they cannot hear me. They say in the text there in the chat, no sound.
I am so sorry. I think that's because I disappeared. Unfortunately, my computer just got switched off. It had its own life for about the last 5 minutes. Don't know why. So I'm back now, and I'm so sorry about this technical issue. Really, really sorry. So for some reason, my computer just got shut down completely and decided to have a little nap.
Okay,
So
Ahmed says now it's okay. They can hear me now. That's good. See, I can fix human being. I cannot fix computers. I cannot fix sound.
And I can't fix sound as well. I cannot fix sound too. So.
By the way, we do sound therapy on this device here. We send you MP3 files, and the sound actually help you to. It's amazing. Maybe you can tell them, Olga, when I send you the voice analysis, how accurate was the file, and when you listen to the MP3 file, how useful that was. Maybe you can explain that from your end.
Oh, it was very useful. It was extremely useful because first of all, I was able to read my full body analysis, literally the bones, the liquids in my body, you know, which part of the body needs more attention, which part needs less attention. And also having that sound option to listen to actually heal that particular part of your body or that particular thing in your body was really helpful because all you have to do is just relax and allow the frequency affect that particular part of the body, which I must say, if you want to really explain that, you probably will spend loads and lots of time, like loads of hours explaining that. But I think if we only have that faith, like we have faith into gravity, like we have faith into, you know, the planet of Earth is round, rather square or flat, right? Then obviously life is much easier. And I always say, spend less time getting things right and understanding, and spend more time having faith and really allowing yourself to heal yourself, to get yourself better. So I'm sure that this device can actually right now help so many people. But as you were addressing and almost like, you know, making a huge accent on the fact that they need to find out the score first, I would strongly recommend to go to your website and actually do the test about their health first, because at least that will make people think already, right? And probably the next step would be to actually book an appointment with you. At least this is what we did with you, right? I sent you the my answers about how many scores I had, and the next thing was actually to do the analysis of my health and my body. And as I was doing the test, it made me really think and question: do you really do breathing exercises?
Yes.
Do you really drink plenty of water? And it's not like it's a very complicated test either, but it really makes you think. So at least within the time when you do the test, and then when you do this bioscan, like with this machine, at least within this time, you already will be able to bring yourself to the healthier state, because you'll be already conscious and aware what you should do more of. So that would be my feedback, you know, on combination really of the test and your machine, because it was really useful, 100%.
Yes, thank you so much, Olga. And this is done virtually, by the way. It's not, you don't have to come to Toronto. Until I come and visit you in your home country, I'm planning to be in Dubai in the early new year. I have many clients, I have many friends, I have many colleagues, doctors there in Dubai. And I'm planning to be back to the countries that I travel frequently, like the Caribbean country and of course across the US and across Canada, everywhere. And we're planning to go and visit so many other countries in the Middle East and so on. So yes, absolutely, this can be done virtually, and then we can determine if the wellness IQ situation can be reversed simply like what Ahmed was saying, by walk and exercise, and as you said, Olga, by simply doing the belly breathing, because 85% of my clients, they breathe shallow from the chest. They do not know how to breathe from the abdomen, because belly breathing gives you more oxygen and alleviate and eliminate headaches, sleep problems like snoring, even sleep apnea. So when you have the belly breathing, you can reverse all of the stuff. You do not need a CPAP on your mouth to be able to breathe. If you learn how to do every hour, I recommend 5 belly breath from the diaphragm. Slow, deep belly breath from the diaphragm, not from the chest. And anybody can learn this. It's simple. Okay, so I know you're doing this, and I know you do the exercise like what Ahmed was saying from Dubai. He walks, and he finds that when he does the exercise, when he does the breathing, all of this stuff help us. We need oxygen. It's still free. We don't have to pay for it. And water is still free, basically. So the basic stuff, but unfortunately, most physicians do not have time to talk about water, oxygen, and having alkaline pH. Why having alkaline pH? Because if we eat acidic food, if we eat junk food, and if we eat all of the commercial food, then we're going to have acid pH, which invite cancer, invite inflammation, invite oxidation. So we need now to have more antioxidants. We have to actually watch what we eat, or watch what we do not eat, like the vegetables and the fruits, and what's eating us for stress. Stress can kill us more than even bullets from a gun. Why? Because continuous stress put our body into sympathetic mode, fight or flight. We're always fighting or flighting in commute, in work, in family, relationship, and all. So just do like what Olga does. In the morning, she goes on the beach and she sent me all of this teasing photos from her beach, beautiful sunrise. Just, if we all do this, you know what? We're all going to be living till age 120 and beyond. The first step, I was doing my book 10 years ago, How to Live Healthy to 101. Somebody in the States reached 101. So I written my second book, How to Live Healthy to 111. Somebody in the States also lived to 111. So now I'm writing a book, How to Live Healthy to 121. I'm holding my fingers now. If somebody reached that, then we can go to 131 and beyond. Hopefully all of us on the call right here, we can live healthy till then. So we never grow old, we grow younger, and we grow basically healthier. That's the objective here. Despite your genes, it doesn't matter how bad your gene, even as bad as mine, we can always change the expression of genes and help with the environment. We can help to change that. And that's the reason for doing this, Olga, is to decide exactly what exactly is the root cause. From the wellness IQ from this, was going to be a lot of correlation. Also, this correlates with blood tests by almost like 95%. I challenge you to go to the vital scan, because we do actually 3 different scans with this device, which takes only 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. Mm-hmm. The voice scan, which tells about the emotions, we call it the voice print. And we do the vital scans, very close to CBC, fasting, 12 hours blood test, to show you what is the organ, in every organ in your body, what is red and what is compromised and what is green. And then once we send you the proper frequency, it even can correct some of the red into the green through frequency, because frequency is energy, is medicine. We're talking about Albert Einstein, EMC square. We're talking about Nikola Tesla. Long time ago, they showed us that everything in life is frequency. We're getting back to basics now. Everything in life is frequency. This is what you talk about now. So the biofeedback is simply frequency measurements, frequency detection, and that is basically all we talk about. And then the second scan is called, so the first one is the voice, second one is a vital scan, like a blood test. The third one, Olga, which I sent you the results, is called a comprehensive scan, which does your body head to toe in 3-dimensional pictures. How healthy is each organ in your body in 3 dimensions, comparable to MRI, CAT scan, PET scan, X-ray, or any other medical device that we have. The correlation is almost like 95%. So why would you bother with all of the MRI and all of the questionable dyes that they inject you with to see the contrast? They're called gadolinium dye. If you want to Google that, you can do this virtually, 0 side effect, lots of benefits, 95% correlation to blood test, to any other scan. That's the long answer to your questions, Olga, why we do the biofeedback scan. And you're gonna actually pick one lucky winner from your favorite list here, and then we can do this for them at no cost at all. By the way, the cost is very affordable.
I wonder who was the most participating person here. Let me just check on the screen. I think the most participating person actually was Ahmad Darwish from Dubai. Who was the one who was literally just sending lots of comments here and thumbs up as well, and saying feedback about the sound. So that's great. So we wonder, Ahmad, if you would like to do this scan. And Dr. Grant, actually, how do you envision this? How are we going to do it? Do we need to invite Ahmad Darwish to the screen, or how are we going to do it? Or will you be contacting him directly in order to do it one-to-one? What's your idea about this?
Okay, the first step basically is to go to academyofwellness.com. You have the thing on the screen there, Olga. And then basically, it's very simple. Once you go to academyofwellness.com, you click Contact Us. and then my contact information is there. And then you click on the Wellness IQ on the top to do the 10 questions. And Olga has this on the screen there. So once you finish the Wellness IQ, once you contact me, we're going to pick a time because of different time zones. I think Dubai is 9 hours. I think it's 9 hours ahead of us. So right now, as we speak, is around, it's 8:15, 8:20 a.m. We're in AM time. I think right now where you are, Olga, is, how far are you? Are you 8 hours, 9 hours ahead?
Well, right now it's 1:30. So with you, we're only 5 hours ahead because I'm Lanzarote. So yeah, it's only 5 hours.
Okay, great. So depending on the time zone, we have to pick up a time where I'm awake and then you're also awake, and then we'll do this virtually online through Zoom. Zoom is the best way to connect these days. Zoom is my favorite way to connect, so you can see me, and then we'll do this through Zoom, and then we'll do the voice analysis, we'll do the vital analysis, and we'll do the comprehensive analysis, which take about 45 minutes, and we'll allow some questions and answers. Very simple, very easy to do. So I'm looking forward to see Ahmed there. Olga picked you up as the winner, and then I see Sikandar Tour. She said, I just got the information. Excellent. Contact me, please. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay. Can you still hear us, Iskandar Tour? I have some question mark. You can see in the chat the mark there. Does that mean the sound is not? Tell us what exactly you wanted to know for information. Oh, it's 5:25 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in Dubai, I think it's exactly. Yeah. Okay. So your evening is our morning. Okay. So that's actually be the best time to do it, in early evening for you, early morning for me. That would be the best time to do this. So email me your contact information, my email address. Very simple to remember. Dr. Grant, that's my last name, at academyofwellness.com. It's on the website there too, under contact us. Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
That's wonderful.
Now, I wondered, Olga, I have a question for you. Iskandar Tour has this question mark. Can you ask him or her what this question mark is about, please, in the chat box?
Yes, the original question was, what is this video about? And this video about actually is how to do a full body scan with a new device, which is really transformational and life-changing. It is called BioFeedback. And this is the tool which actually I also tried myself, and I was blown away completely. Well, you should understand, I would never bring anything that I haven't tried myself, okay? And just to reassure everybody as well, I'm not getting paid for doing this, okay? I'm not getting paid by Dr. Grant or anybody else to advertise this. Is that I'm just a big believer into sharing what I really know helps and works, right? So myself, I personally tried this amazing biofeedback by Dr. Grant, and he gave me amazing information about my entire body, my body parts and my emotions, and little even details like coleslaw, for example, right? Which wasn't even there, but you already could see on the scan, like, I have tendency to get it, right? So I was blown away, and I just thought we need to share this with the world. So that's why today's session is about this biofeedback, which actually to have an absolute full body scan, just like we do car service, just like we do, spring cleaning in the house, just like we do all these renovations in the house. The same, we should look after our body, because if we don't look after our body now, long term, that will bring us problems, okay? And that's why, as you can see, Dr. Grant, he doesn't look at all like he's 70-something. I don't believe that. I think he's still lying to me and everybody else. I think we need to definitely check his passport. Is what I personally think, right? But I was really pleased to hear when Dr. Grant said that my age on the bioscan says it was younger than my actual age. I can't remember exactly the number. I think it was say 28 or something, but actually I'm 35. But it was just saying the health-wise, how healthy is your body. And my body was so healthy that even younger performing and younger looking, younger being, rather than my actual age, which is 35, which is always great news, right? So I think it's really important to really have something like this tool, which I really, really love. And the fact that it is so small, it is so affordable, it is easy to carry, and that actually that tool itself not only scans your body, but also provides you with how to fix whatever needs fixing. I think this will replace all doctors. But the only one question I have, Dr. Grant, how come this is not banned yet? Because I'm sure medical doctors, they already see the danger of that. Because people very soon, they will stop going to doctors. Because if I can do this scan and I can see what exactly vitamins, because I remember I still have notes here in front of me, which actually you advised me to take D3, zinc as well, 75 to 100 milliliters, and K2, D3. So I still have things like here, which actually you advised me based on the tool, what tool was giving. So I wonder, if now everybody buys that and everybody goes to you and asks you for, full body scan, and then you tell them what exactly they need to take, and they receive these beautiful sounds which will help to heal the body parts, what hospitals will do and what
Okay,
doctors will do?
I get these questions all the time, Olga, and my answer is very simple. We still need physician to do
Yeah.
emergency medicine. If I break my any bones right now, this device is not going to help me. If I need an emergency, by the way, doctors do a wonderful job in emergency medicine. Congratulations, they do an immense job. I see somebody here, Abdul Hamid Atamani, talking about the topic today. We're talking about health, talking about wellness. And if you came in late, just go to academyofwellness.com. You'll see all the information we talked about Abdul Hamid there. So basically, yes, we need emergency medicine. We need physician for acute illnesses, for acute accidents, for anything acute. Physicians do a wonderful job. But when it comes to chronic illnesses, like blood pressure, high blood pressure, and when it comes to diabetes, when it comes to inflammation, now I totally disagree that somebody having slightly mild hypertension to take medication for the rest of their lives. It is not even scientific. I taught in the faculty of pharmacy. I published 250 papers. I'm a senior editor of 12 medical journals.
Wow.
So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, I've done this for 45 plus years, and I have 10,000 clients who had mild hypertension. They were told by their physician to take this medication for the rest of your life. It's not even pharmacologically sound. There's no medication to be given for the rest of your life. I'm totally against taking medication for the rest of your life. I'm totally against taking diabetes medication for the rest of your. I'm not asking to stop medication. I'm not asking to replace physician. And this device or any biofeedback will not replace any physician. Absolutely not. Even if every human being from 7.2 billion who have this device in their hands, we still need emergency medicine.
Yeah.
We still need some medications for emergency medicine for acute illnesses. But this will never replace, biofeedback will never replace physician. It's complementary. This is a science of integrative medicine. Get the best of allopathic and naturopathic together, and get the best of the functional medicine, which is the medicine of the gut, healthy microbiome. If you have a healthy bacteria, if you have a healthy microbiome, you're going to have a healthy mind in a healthy body. It's very simple. So the topic, Abdul Hamid, today is we're talking about wellness, about health, how to live longer, how to live healthier. I hope I made that clear. If you missed any of the initial webinar with Olga, go to academyofwellness.com and you're going to catch up on that. Okay. So now you mentioned that we have to take care of our body like our cars. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Seriously. And then if you're going to live for long years in your body, you got to take care of that. You want to prevent from rusting. So when we talk about taking extra vitamin D to prevent diabetes, to prevent dementia, if you take extra vitamin C to prevent any infection, if we take zinc to boost the immune system, I do not see many people today in this COVID-19 era coming and talking about take all of this stuff. By the way, Olga, did you know that vitamin D has been proven clinically in published medical literature that can actually prevent any virus, any bacteria, and it can boost the immune system? And I recommend 10,000 IU, not 1,000 like doctors recommend, because 1,000 is not sufficient. And some people take 5,000, which is okay, but I take and I recommend to my clients, take 10,000 vitamin D, 5,000 vitamin C. I don't want to make a blank recommendations here. Of course, depending on your physician, what they tell you, follow the advice of your physician first, and then go to Academy of Wellness and see what my opinion is. And then you decide as an intelligent human being, if there's published literature about vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin A, help you to boost the immune system, to protect your thymus, the gland that makes your T cells, NK cells, and T lymphocytes, then if it's published, if it's proven clinically, and if this is science, we're talking about, I'm a scientist. Actually, I was a scientist before I became a doctor in integrative medicine. Olga. So I actually earned my PhD from University of Toronto first, before I actually earned my IMD, Integrated Medical Doctor from. So everything I do is science. Everything is evidence-based. Everything we do here is based on science. It's based on Albert Einstein and based on Nikola Tesla, energy stuff, EMC square. Now, if you want to argue with Albert Einstein, argue with Nikola Tesla, and argue about me, it's okay too. We can have a healthy argument. But you know what? Come on. There's no argument here. Just try it, like what Olga did, and see if we can detect and it can prevent inflammation without taking narcotics like morphine, OxyContin. That is really has serious side effect. I tell my clients, before you take any medication in your mouth or before you take any injection, find the exact root cause of your disease, find the side effect. If the side effect or the danger from taking the medication or taking narcotics exceeds the benefits, then we can do something natural. Like, let's say that you have neck pain and you cannot move your neck because you have neck injury. So then you can go to a chiropractor 3 times a week for 3 months to get rid of this pain, or you can take all of the medications on the pharmacy over the counter, or medication which can cause side effect, or you can follow my advice, which is called a bicranial. If you can actually move your neck all the way to your next side and all the way this side here, that means your neck is healthy. But if you cannot do that, you know what? Look at Olga here. She's like, she's very healthy. And I taught her how to do the stretching. Simply stretching like this every day, 5 times. Shoulder shrugs up, shoulder shrugs backward, shoulder shrugs forward, and then basically the hands stretch like this, and then like that for your lower back, and then next stretch like this. Now I guarantee you, if you do this in 3 minutes, your neck is going to actually reach more than what. Simple thing, like take 2 minutes to do it, and it doesn't cost you anything. And then you can reach now, like Olga did, and like I did, all the way to the other side, and then you know that this thing is working. Because if you have neck pain, you're going to have headache, you're going to have sleep problems. And by the way, sleep is the most important function we do every single day for 7-8 hours. Sometimes even people need only 6 hours. So we must go to bed very close to 10 p.m. at your time zone, 10 p.m. Okay, so because the body start to work to detox the body, like the liver start to detox, the gallbladder start to detox, and the brain also go through detox. So it needs that rest from 10 till 5 a.m. So we need to respect this time. Just like our people 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 years ago, they sleep with the sunset and they wake up with sunrise. So we got to follow the biorhythms of the body. I've seen some teenagers waking up till 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning, and they said, "Oh, doc, I sleep till 10, 11 a.m." It does not. You cannot compensate going to bed late and sleep. It does not work. So as Ahmed was saying here, exercise is very important, and then stretching is very important. Drinking water is very important. Deep breathing is very important. This is really critical, basic tips how to live healthy. So if you go, I invite each one of you to go to Wellness IQ, do the 10 questions, and if you do that and send me your score, guess what, Olga? I have a gift for those people who email me their score. 50% off.
Oh, wow.
50% off. And then I'm going to tell them the book, How to Live Healthy to 101 and Beyond.
Wow.
Okay, for doing 10 questions, which takes how long it took you, Olga, to do 10 questions? 5 minutes?
2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. Literally quick, right. That's it.
It's almost like doing the stretching and expecting fast results. Because, by the way, when people do the Wellness IQ and follow it, and then eat the proper way that we're saying there, as you did yourself, and you're going to see improvement in the score. And then as they come with us on the Zoom and we do this, they're going to see tremendous success and improvement. And then their physician will wean you off blood pressure medication, diabetes medication, pain medication, allergy medications. Like if you have allergy medication and taking puffers, which is corticosteroids, it does not address the root cause of the asthma. We have to find why you have asthma. Instead of taking and masking the symptoms of the asthma, it just does not make any sense to suppress the symptoms and stay on the rest of your life doing puffers, which is, as I said, corticosteroids, which has serious side effect for bone loss, for liver problems. I mean, before you take any medication, please, you can go to Dr. Google, okay, and type in the medication name or PubMed or any other social, and then you're going to see a page or two Like, Olga, there's a warning against a drug for diabetes now called metformin. The FDA now, and I worked for the Health Canada, FDA, and the CDC before. They have a warning against metformin. It can cause cancer. This is a drug commonly used for diabetes. So most of the people that I talk to, they don't even talk about side effect of, metformin. And metformin, like if you actually look at the side effect, not just it may cause cancer as the FDA warned, it can cause other problems too. It can cause insulin resistance. It can cause fatty liver. Non-alcoholic fatty liver now is a very big, huge problem we see in every single scan. And they don't have to drink alcohol to have non-alcoholic fatty liver, because it's not from the alcohol. It's from eating greasy food. It's from taking medications. It's from not following the proper lifestyle and eating too much wheat and rice, and all of the white flour, the white rice can cause problem with like celiac disease and all of the stuff to fluctuate blood sugar. And then we have insulin resistance that can actually cause diabetes. We were the first group of scientists who talked about dementia is type 3 diabetes. The first people in the world to actually say that. And it's all documented in our international conference when we said that, and we documented this. And by the way, Olga, since Ahmed is talking about exercise, since Abdelhamid is talking, he's from Algeria as well, welcome. And he said that live in a region rich with olive oil and figs. I recommend strongly use extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed. Make sure that it says cold pressed. It's not heated. Once you heat olive oil, you destroy. Never use olive oil for frying. And yes, I agree with you, Abdelhamid, that all of this olive oil is very healthy. So getting back to the metformin, go to the side effect of metformin and see exactly. I'm not asking you to stop metformin, but you should be aware of that. Ask your physician, is there FDA warning? You can Google it. Is metformin can really have a potential to cause cancer? And do you know what's the replacement for metformin, or what is actually help to regulate blood sugar and prevent diabetes and prevent dementia? You're not going to actually believe this when I tell you this, Olga.
No.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, no way.
Cinnamon and the mineral called chromium regulates insulin resistance, prevent dementia. How do I know this? Well, I published a paper just last month in November to talk about how we can actually reverse and how we can prevent dementia, published in the medical literature. So I know things are talking about dementia, because this is something that is on the increase right now. Dementia, Alzheimer, it does increase with diabetes. And if you look at the chart of diabetes, you're going to see the same chart for high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup in all processed food, in diet, in drinks, in cereals, in all of the processed food correlates with the issue of diabetes and dementia. So if you actually go and look at the plot about 10, 15, or 18 years ago of the consumption of high fructose corn syrup, diabetes, and dementia, and you can see a positive correlation. I know correlation does not it's not causation. I'm a scientist. I published 250 papers. But I'm talking about if this thing is very the same slope, is there any correlation? Is there any causation? Yes, I can tell you that. From a published work, 250 papers published. And so simply to avoid all of the bad stuff that can cause disease. So it doesn't matter whether you live in Algeria as Abdelhamid, or as in Ahmed's situation in Dubai, or you live in England like Olga, or the people from Tunisia, people here. It doesn't matter we live in Canada or the States. Just follow the proper wellness IQ. It doesn't matter, eat or consume lots of olive oil or coconut oil. They're both healthy, but never use any other vegetable oil. Vegetable oils are really bad, for your health. Okay?
Wow, thank you for that. I must say this is so valuable, and every time we've done these sessions before, it was so super full of value, great advice, great information, and lots of value. And I think it's really, really important to remember that people need to know more about.
Yes, I'm actually on a Zoom call right now. Is it urgent?
No, it's really important to actually learn more about how can you improve
tomorrow's fine, or Friday's fine. Go ahead.
How can improve your situation.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
How we can actually improve your not only physical health, but also your mental health. And I like, Dr. Geidane, how you actually mentioned earlier, you said that our body reflects what actually is in our mind. And I strongly believe in that. As a mindset coach, I always say that your body will show you what is happening in your mind. So thanks to people like yourself, thanks to great device that you have right now, BioFeedback, this device will actually help you to help others to learn about their body, to help others to discover what are the areas within their body which they need to pay more attention to, what are the nutrients, what are the supplements they need to start taking, what the exercise need to do, because all of it actually can help to many people to improve their health. So thank you so much, Dr. Grant. I really appreciate you having today your time given to us to provide some valuable information, and also to provide 50% discount to everybody who will do the test on your website. We'll send you the details, and then they can get the great discount in order to find out more about their health. This is so precious gift. Thank you so much for that.
Can I give you 10 seconds advice? Just 10 seconds. Cool. And if you go to my Wellness IQ, you're going to see the ABC for health. A, attitude of gratitude. You have always, before you wake up in the morning, you have the attitude of gratitude. Before you sleep, attitude of gratitude. B is belief that you can actually live healthy. Because if you cannot believe that, nobody else will believe it. And then C, commitment. Now, in my book, How to Live Healthy to 101, it has A, B, C, all the way to Z or Z. So I'm happy to send you this book if you finish the Wellness IQ, a digital copy of the book. And then we're going to see you on the Zoom very soon. And Olga, thank you again so much for your kindness and for letting your viewers and clients know about this wonderful biofeedback device. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It is my pleasure. It's only my pleasure. And Ahmed, don't forget to get in touch with the Dr. Grant, because whether on LinkedIn or via email, it's entirely up to you. But you can actually get in touch with Dr. Grant, and he will give you the full service of your body, and you'll be able to find out all about your body, which is absolutely tremendous and fabulous gift. So I'm sure you will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed my full body scan. I was blown away by the results, and I was blown away how accurate it was without even meeting face to face. So enjoy it. Thank you so much for your participation, and everybody who was with us today. Thank you so very much. It was great to have you, whether it was a Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Thank you so very much. And if you watch it on replay, thank you too. But don't forget, sharing this video means you will inspire somebody else, okay? Just one share will actually help so many other people around the globe. Because look, today we went global, okay? We were everywhere today, which is exciting. So let's make sure you do at least one share, because one share can actually help so many people. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, Dr. Grant. It was a pleasure to have you today. And we'll see you next month, because we're doing one now.
Yes, that's right.
How amazing. Thank you so very much, everybody, and take care. Mwah.